Hi guys, welcome to the ShapeCast Q&A. We are super excited to be hanging out with Pastor Sam.
Woo.
Woo, woo. Pastor Sam is one of the goofiest humans. Sorry that I keep calling you Pastor Sam. Sam is one of
like Josh.
I know.
I'll get over
It just feels weird for me. Sam's one of the goofiest humans I've ever hung out with, I think, which makes it really fun.
Don't build my ego, please. Please. My wife thinks I have a big enough one already.
I believe it. It's really fun watching you guys work together.
Oh,
you guys are fun.
she's such a joy.
She is. Though.
She is.
She is.
Really
I know you said that sarcastically, but I actually know you mean
It's one of those things where like I say it in a sarcastic tone, but it's really not.
Yeah. So Sam and I,
Terrible.
I struggle to fully understand Sam.
Yeah.
He speaks sarcasm. Sarcasm is like a language I speak.
Yeah.
But Sam has
I
a unique.
speak happy sarcasm almost.
Yeah, it's really tricky.
Yeah.
But he's taught me. What did you say? Like, when will I know when you're serious?
If I get a deeper, direct tone, I'm serious. But like, if
I know, but there's been times I haven't trusted even that.
Yeah,
which is okay.
Hard.
We figured it out.
I like to be a mystery.
Cool. Okay, so what we wanted to do is ask you a couple questions that were sent to us by Instagram friends.
Cool.
Which I'm excited about. And then I have a couple for you too, and so we'll just kind of wing it and hear from you. So our first question, this was sent in like rapid fire when I asked for questions, and it is from Jamie Treat.
Oh, yay.
Jamie Treat used to be an intern and an employee here at Lighthouse Church. She is hilarious. Her and Sam really, I feel like, brought a ton of laughter and joy to our team.
She has one of the most unique humors ever. And it's just like infectious. Yeah. If you don't, you are not, you're someone who enjoys dry humor. Yeah. And I can't be around that. I can't. Like Jamie, power to you if you enjoy dry humor. But Jamie is just like me. She is goofy. So faces, goofy. Like all that.
She's amazing. So this is pretty quickly, this is based off of just working with you, I think. Okay. And it's funny. Okay. Jamie Treat says, you walk into your kitchen and see a chip on the ground. Oh, eat it without hesitation or toss it. Go.
Oh, I'm eating it without hesitation.
Why? Why?
I'm not afraid of germs.
Let
me put it this way. Flavor over germs all day.
It's like the worst time to say that in the current circumstance.
Unless it's like got like hair and fuzz on it.
Okay, like, so that will deter you.
Then, like if it's not like wet and dirty stuff, like if it's just fuzz, I'll blow it off. You know? Let's just move on.
And you have a kid, so I feel like there must be a lot of. That's just an assumption that you have gunk on your floor because you have a child.
Oh,
do those go hand in hand?
Oh,
okay,
we do. Oh, man, we just introduced her to Fruit Loops.
Oh,
and
fun.
Just like. All over the floor.
Colorful,
she
fun.
Still eats them, and so do I. We just sit on the floor, and we just pick up Fruit Loops watching Masha and the Bear.
How old? So you have a daughter. Her name is Evelyn.
Yes.
How old is she?
She is, don't kill me, Jamie, 18 months.
Question mark?
Yeah, 18 months.
Something like that.
Over a year and a half.
Yeah, and you have another one coming.
I do. Little boy.
Right?
Little boy.
That's exciting.
Yes.
That's cool. So you all will collectively eat food off the ground.
Off the floor.
Cool.
Yeah.
I frequently, so this is a fun fact about me, jumping in, one of my biggest pet peeves ever is hearing people eat.
Eat loud,
and
which I
Sam
do.
Eats so loud. So no matter if it's something that was prepared or it's something off the floor, he eats it so loud. We have staff meetings. We have staff meetings every Tuesday now, or staff lunches. And I feel like almost every time it starts pretty quiet and you always start like chewing hyper loud and breathing really heavy just to irk me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it works every time. Yep. I haven't gotten over it yet. But I think it's really fun.
Yep. Shayna hates annoying noises, basically. Like if it's in her ear and it's loud, it's not going to go well.
Which if you guys know my husband, I should be over all these things, but it is what it is. Okay. Our second question comes from Carly, who is a leader on your worship team.
Yes.
We love her a lot. And this is a simple question, but I think a lot of people are probably curious about it. Okay. She asked, what's your favorite song to sing on a Sunday and why?
Ooh, that varies so often.
Tell me about it.
Right now, it is Christ Be Magnified by Corey Asbury and Cody Carnes. Basically, just because I love exaltation songs and just like songs that make you feel the oomph, basically. And "Oh, Praise the Name" is same kind of thing. Oh, praise. Like you're just like getting it.
Yeah.
And when that bridge hits and you're talking about not bowing to idols and you're talking about rising again with Christ and joining with him, and you're just like, Christ be magnified, you just hit it and just nailing it. I think like long time favorite is "To Worship You I Live." Because I kind of cut my teeth on songs like that. That kind of gospel. What does that mean? Cut my teeth is like that's where I kind of started music.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you gotta teach me your.
Going for it. That's where I cut records. So kind of that gospel flow, kind of that
cool
feel.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Awesome. Have you ever had like a song that you really loved that maybe wasn't a corporate worship song? Like, on a Sunday, we sing corporate worship songs that are kind of like more collective. Do you have a personal song that's really resonating with you right now?
Wow. One of the songs for me that it's Eddie James.
Eddie James.
So he is this very I don't want to be rude, but he's a larger man.
Okay.
I'm a larger man, but he is larger than me. He's a larger guy, but I say that because he has like a lion presence.
A lion presence.
Yeah, dude. He's like, nice. Like just watching him lead worship. But he does a song called House of Prayer.
Okay.
It's basically just singing over yourself, Lord, make me a house of prayer. And that's just always been like a favorite devotional time. It could be corporate if you wanted it to be. But like between me and the Lord, like if ever I'm just like in a phase or whatever, I'm just like, Lord, make me a house.
I'll have to listen to that. I have not heard of him nor that song before.
Oh, he's one of the best vocalists ever.
Eddie what?
Eddie James.
The lion presence of Eddie James.
Lion presence.
Check it out. Check it out. That's awesome. Okay. So this question comes from somebody named Judy. And I don't know if it's like a fellow worship leader. So I'm going to let you take this however you want to, really. But the question essentially is, how do you stay relevant with the changing culture of worship?
I don't.
Tell me why. I knew that would be your answer. I love it.
Yeah, because I used to.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather create the culture that our church has the DNA built for, that God designs, then follow what the design is of the most current worship. So right now for us, like I came from a really responsive culture, really charismatic culture, even to the point of like response was just because
you had to.
Like someone over here shouting, so I guess I'll shout, right?
Yeah.
But then I showed up to Lighthouse and it was like this, like there are people who are reverent, there are people who are expressionful, whether they've got my fish is this big or they're carrying a big screen TV.
For those of you who don't know what you're referencing, is that a meme?
It's kind of a meme, but it's just a picture that basically the levels of raising your hands, right? So like my fish is this big, the TV screen. This is just like
oh man,
say.
They're funny.
I'm not too hip.
They're funny. I don't know.
But anywho,
sorry.
So no, you're good. But even my best friend in the whole wide world, Zach, he has never been a guy to like just like go at it. He's like if he's into it, he's like this,
jamming,
and like he's just jamming on it.
Yeah.
And so basically, like coming into Lighthouse and leading and shepherding the worship here, I was just like, man, God, what is your DNA for this? And really the DNA is totally opposite of what I've grew up in, which was like these repetitive, good feeling songs where where actually here we sing really thick, dense gospel songs. So will I, oh, praise the name, Christ be magnified. And we kind of get in that realm of like where we kind of release just kind of simpler songs deeper into the set. But really, love the dense worship here, and most of culture right now would tell you like really simple, really like repetitive songs are the thing because we're just fixing our heart on the Lord and we don't have to think. Yeah, but like we can do both at the same time.
Yeah, totally.
And it's really about where you're at, what church you're at, what you do, what you desire from God, and what He's designed for you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So don't stay relevant. Do what God wants you to do.
Do what the Lord wants you to, which is way hipper. that a word? Hipper?
Hipper.
Is that like
more hip?
Is hipper like when an older person breaks their hip and it's like, dang, you just got a hipper. You broke it. Oh my God.
You think you're so
stupid. Let me tell you, Josh wants to be a comedian, right? That's really cool. Yeah. And I think
really
he would
cool
I think he would really do it. But I would be that comedian who laughs at himself way too much.
Like you laugh before even the end of the joke.
Hey, you want to know one problem I have with you? Your jokes are funny, but you just laugh at all of them.
You take away the chance for me to even laugh. I'd come.
Cool. Thanks for being there.
It might be me and Jamie.
Thanks for supporting me.
Oh, I love it. Okay. So this is my personal question.
Okay.
You and your wife came out here from New York.
Yes.
Upstate. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, you call it upstate. It's cold and annoying, and I mean, there's beauty.
Beautiful. Yeah.
My family's there. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Your family rocks. I love them. What has been your favorite part about Colorado? And you can take that a million different directions.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Colorado. This is gonna sound like I'm bargaining for my job, but it's Lighthouse, oddly enough. No, because when we came out here, one of the things like Josh and I talked about was like, mountains are cool. Like that's kind of the common answer is like, oh, mountains are just beautiful. That's really amazing.
They are.
They're really cool. But I've never been so immersed in community like I have in Lighthouse, and I've never experienced church this way. And because I kind of uprooted my life from New York to come here, like I didn't exist like in college here. Like most people's story here is like I was here for college. I just stuck around. Yeah. But like I've kind of got a different feel where I brought my family here.
Cold turkey in a lot of ways. Yeah.
And so I don't have these like favorite Colorado things, but like Lighthouse. Yeah. For me.
Yeah. So what was that process? For those that don't know, what was the process of you joining?
Probably the fastest hire in the world.
Really? It probably felt really slow for us because we were just eager.
Dude, I don't understand how that could be slow. So basically,
and you were like just had a baby.
Oh, dude,
tell us all of it.
So basically, we had a baby on the way, Evelyn, and we were living in New York, and we basically were at a point where we were content with where God had us. And one day we came to each other and said, I think God wants us to go after what we want, ministry. And so
because what were you guys doing at the time?
So I worked for my brother in medical transportation, and she worked at a hospital doing like medical coding bills. Okay. And so we have always just kind of done that. We were like basically what you call super volunteer for 8 years at one church. Okay. We loved our church. It was our family. But God kind of had something new for us, and we always knew like kind of a prophet is not welcome in his own home. We always kind of knew that wasn't, we wanted to be there and be in vocation there, but it really wasn't meant.
The right fit. Yeah.
So basically Jamie has her undergrad in youth ministry and her master's in intercultural studies. So she is this phenomenally educated woman. And so we were like, okay, God wants us to look for a youth pastor position for her. And so probably knocked on about 20 doors and let it sit. Nothing. Even a church.
Within New York.
Or all New over. York. Well, we started in New York. And then once that didn't happen, we branched out a little bit. And we even knocked on some doors where she had an internship during her college where they told her, hey, come back and we'll give you a job. Cold turkey. Like, didn't hear a word. And so I went home and I was like, okay, babe, I know this might sound weird, but like, what if I'm supposed to look for a worship pastor job? I have no formal education. All I've done is just be a super volunteer for 8 years and play music with a lot of great guys and gals and just hang out and love on people. And she's like, of course, like that's how God works. and
it's like a Jamie impression.
Yeah. And so basically, one night I found Lighthouse Church on church staffing. Like we hadn't even looked yet, and church staffing was the first thing I went to. Lighthouse was the first one I clicked on, and I was like, okay. So I sent my resume in, and the next day I had gotten a phone call from my reference and said, hey, some guy from Colorado just called me.
That was quick. Like, normally people wait for the references at the end of the hiring process, I feel like. So that's cool.
Well, Josh wanted to know
He's
if
a
I was
go-getter.
good,
Yeah,
if I was ready to go. Anyway, so I went home and I told Jamie I had gotten that John, our good friend back at the old church, my reference, had gotten a phone call. She was like, I knew it. I just felt this all day. She was like, I didn't know I was born to be a pastor's wife. And I was like, babe, God will take care of us.
We're not there yet. Let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out. But anywho, literally next day I got a call while I was at work. Took an hour-long phone call with Joshua. And then I think a week later we did a Skype. And they kept saying, like, Josh and Brianne kept saying, like, well, we'll give it some time. And then a week later, he'd be like, let's do another Skype. Yeah. 2 Skypes later, I'm on a plane.
You stayed with us. You stayed with me and Ethan.
Yeah. And we were on a plane. And then at the end of the trip, which was only 3 weeks after we started this, he offered both Jamie and I a job. And it was like lickety split. And we're like, holy crap. So we waited until Evelyn was 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So she would get some time with her immediate family before we moved.
And kind of like you guys jumped ship and started like fresh. Yeah, which I was really a beautiful picture of your guys' faith and just like, you know what, if God has opened this door and we're running for it, like let's just do it. And I think that was really cool.
Yeah, I don't advise anyone to take a U-Haul 24 hours road trip from New York to Colorado. Shout out to my brother.
Yeah.
Straight up, he's a saint for riding in that car with me. As if you know, I am a little bit annoying. So stick me in a car.
Me? No.
Stick me in a car with a human for 24 hours. I'm going to get on your nerves.
Oh, man. I would need like noise canceling.
Yeah. Yep.
Just kidding. I think that's funny because I kind of forgot that so Sam had come out on his own first just to kind of do a set on a Sunday. Yeah. And like hang out with staff and hang out with people from the church. And so Sam actually stayed with me and Ethan in our little apartment. And I just remember like, it was like the first night we were going to bed and he was like, man, Sam is like, it just feels like he fits. Like, it just feels like, granted, like your goofiness, I think makes my husband like come alive. He loves you. But like, it just felt like this like really cool natural fit. Like you guys were already supposed to be a part of the family.
Yep.
And it's just been really sweet.
Yeah, it's been awesome because even my dad, when I was going out there, he was like, my dad is like the man of the woods coming out with a word all the time for my life. And so like, I was like, man, like if God brings confirmation, it's probably going to be through my dad.
Yeah.
And so he came up to me. He was like, I don't have a crazy word, but like, you'll know by the people. Like you'll know if God has you by the people. And when I came out, I was like, babe, these people are amazing. Like, I remember eating, we were all at the Shaw's just eating tamales on my last night.
Did we have like tamale kitchen or okay.
And
you're like, this is it.
And that's when everybody found out I'm like not the nicest eater in the world. And they were like, oh my gosh.
And we still wanted you.
Yeah. I think I farted a couple times. And Josh was like, what are you doing?
I think that's what we love though. Cause like our community, I think just like the community of Christ, we really want to be people of authenticity. And like, that's who you are. Like when you hang out with Sam, you get Sam in fullness. Actually, I'm going to share this story because this is one of my favorites of you.
Yikes.
So we were at the old building, one of our staff development days. This is when Ryan Lowen was still at the church, and
Ryan.
Josh.
Good old Ryan.
Josh loves watching Hot Ones, which is a YouTube.
Oh dear Lord, yeah.
Which is a YouTube video of like an interview where people come in and they progressively eat hotter wings, and then they get asked a question.
And Josh didn't just like get hot sauce. He got like the hot sauce they use. That's like 1,000,000 Scoville.
Yeah. So we each have like this little platter.
Oh God.
Of hot wings. And not just, Josh isn't just asking us like, how's your day kind of questions. It's like deep soul questions. Like what's your deepest sin tendency? Just something like that, like just something more intentional. And we're all going through and.
So to preface, there's this dish of blue cheese and also glasses of milk. And I think I can handle heat decently. Like I like heat, but like when it got up to the level, I was literally licking blue cheese out of the dish and snorting milk out of my nose because I couldn't get it down fast
Everything
enough.
was like coming out of his mouth. And we maybe were like 3 wings in. You were not.
And I'm like in the corner hopping like, just like throwing it back.
I wish we had video recording of that day. That was hilarious.
Wish we had this technology. Maybe we'll redo it. There's hopes of redoing it. So, Josh, let's do it.
Hot ones, bring it back. So if you guys really want to get to know Sam, take him out for hot wings, and it'll be the time of your life.
Oh God, that'd be terrible.
I love it. Cool.
I'm not having that pastoral meeting. Huh? I'm not having that pastoral meeting.
I can't make it. Sorry. Something came up. Thank you for answering all those questions. Yes. I think you were awesome and hilarious and super fun. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Sam. He loves this church. He loves you guys. And so one thing that I want you guys to know, when he is leading our church in worship, whether that's on a computer screen right now or on a Sunday when he gathers, like he is so for you guys and wants you to grow in your love for the Lord. And so I hope you take joy in that and resonate with that and allow it to sink in. So we hope that even now in a weird season that all of our worship online is still blessing you. Sam is pouring his heart into that and God has gifted him for that. And we're super grateful. So you rock.
You rock.
We'll see you guys soon for more ShapeCasts. Hope you guys are hanging out with the Lord, talking with people via Zoom, text messages,
whatever.
Any other creative ideas you got?
Insta, Facebook. On the line.
On the line? What is that, like a phone call?
Oh, no. Josh says the YouTubes.
Get on the YouTube and hang out with people on the YouTube. Okay, we love you guys. We'll see you soon.